Hey guys, it's Grummy1 here, and how's everyone? Hope everyone's pretty hyped up about the new DLC that's coming out. And yeah, it's been quite some time since I last did a PvP commentary. And this time around, I was just in Mensis the other day, and I really came across something, and it really bugs me, is that I finally figured it out, that the reason why, you know, you see so many people quitting the game, it's not because of the game. It's actually, quite frankly, because of the players. And the thing is with the players is that most of them just suck at it. Now, hear me out, hear me out. The reason why the game people quit is because, first of all, players suck at it, sure, but the thing is, okay, so let's say all the players, okay, most players suck at the game, right? Okay, how come the people that suck at the game don't quit Dark Souls, okay? Or they don't quit Dark Souls 2? Well, there's a few reasons, you see. Now, let's talk about Dark Souls and Dark Souls 2. In Dark Souls 1 and Dark Souls 2, first of all, people don't quit because there's a lot of variety, Sure, you're not winning a lot, okay, but, you can do a lot of cool stuff. You can make a really fun build, you can make a cosplay build. There's a lot of customization and variety, which you do not have in Bloodborne. Let's just be honest, you don't have as much, or even half as much, cosplaying amount, and doing different type of spell setups, and themes. You just don't, okay? It's your weapon, and that's pretty much it. You're not going to get too much more than that, okay? The second thing is, say in Dark Souls 1, there's a lot of mechanics for you to understand and learn, okay? And I like to use the analogy of something like, say, playing Guilty Gear, versus Street Fighter. So Guilty Gear would be Dark Souls 1, and Street Fighter 2, I'm talking about the original Street Fighter 2, would be something like Bloodborne. So how does that relate? Now, how that relates, actually, is in Guilty Gear, there was a lot of little small mechanics that you needed to master in order for you to win. In Dark Souls 1, the same thing applies. You needed to master things like toggle escaping, poise breakpoints for dead angling, roll backstabs, poise backstabs, right? Backstab cancels, okay, taking out of backstabs, backstab escapes. There was a lot of small little glitchy things that you didn't learn and master. And the thing is, if you didn't have a grasp on it, the other player will kick your ass. And there was no two ways about it, okay? You see, on the flip side, you have Bloodborne, which is similar to what I say, Street Fighter 2. You've only got your fireball, your throw, and your footsie game, right? That's it. There's no hidden tech, right? Okay, except for very small, minute things. But in the end, it's really down to your spacing skills. It's really down to your spacing skills, and that's it. You've got nothing to rely on. You've got no special tech to rely on. You can't just go, I know how to roll backstab, this guy doesn't, free win for me. There is no such thing in this game. In this game, you just have to know how to iframe through, right? Or know, I know he likes to dodge, I know how to counter the dodge and interrupt the dodge and do counter hit on him. And if you don't know how to do that, too bad. Game's over. And the thing is, with Bloodborne, it adds extra spice on it, is because the most simplest thing to execute is really hard to deal with, that you really need skill to deal with. And what is that? Dash R1. 27% gems. Dash R1 is, I'm not lying, fucking hard to deal with, right? And that is why that's all people do. See, in Mensis, where people aren't that good, all they need to do is just randomly go dash R1, hope to God, just give it a little prayer, and you'll win, right? And the problem is why people quit is there's no consistency, right? Sometimes they lose, sometimes they win. Sometimes they lose, sometimes they win. Sometimes they get lucky, sometimes they don't, okay? But the thing is, in order to be consistent and consistently winning this game, you need to be on point all the time. You can't let it up. One little mistake and you're dead. You're gone, you finish. Okay, but the thing is, once you get it down, it is insanely good. This match over here, what you're watching is, I am in no gem gear. I have no gems whatsoever, and I'm fighting someone with full gems. yet it takes him a nearly full 6-7 minutes to beat me. Because the difference is, he doesn't really know how to play the game. And I do. I nearly kill him, actually, but for some reason, well, I know, I don't have any of my runes, and on top of it, one of my gunshots just couldn't get the parry, which is fine, I don't mind it. Because I know if I had my gems, I would have killed him in the first, I don't know, 20 seconds. But that's okay, that's not the point. The point is, first of all, the dash R1 is really hard to deal with. Second of all, healing is hard to deal with. You need to be on point, and you need to make sure it doesn't get to you that, okay, my heal parry is missing, then what do? Then you can chase. You know, you can use your endurance and your stamina correctly so that you can hit them out of their heals. There's a lot of things you can do. And spacing absolutely matters. A lot of people think spacing doesn't matter. That's because they can't deal with dash R1, and then they just don't think about spacing, because all they need to do is just randomly dash R1 and they win. But that is not the case. That is absolutely not the case. You see. But anyway, it just came to me because I fight a lot of my games in no gem fight clubs, or I choose my components carefully and I have actual healing sets with them. And there's ways in this to make this game very fair. Yes, the 30% debuff sucks. No one is going to argue the 30% debuff sucks. But all you have to do is you just say, okay, we'll have a first set to 3, right? Okay, whoever goes to 3 first wins. Whoever loses, you know, one round gets to be the host in the next round. And for the host, in order to be fair, let's have them have 10 vials, right? So it should be 14, but we're going to take an extra 4 less and make it half vials because of the advantage you get for that extra HP and not being able to one-hit KO you. Sounds fair. Well, that's how I play, and that's how my mates play, and we find it really fair. Okay, and then that way you sort of treat it like tennis. So tennis, whoever serves has a good advantage, but just mix it up. You know, you don't judge a game of tennis over one freaking serve, right? You don't just go, oh, 15 love, that is a better player. That's it, quit. No need for the tournament, mate. That's it, one game. That's not the point. You know, you can make it fair. So guys, whoever's still out there, okay, if I can understand if you're burnt out and you're just wanting to quit the game and the PvP sucks for you, chances are it's the people you're fighting. Okay, there's a good chance it's the people that you're fighting, they don't know what the hell they're doing, and it's just making it extremely boring for you. So if you want, feel free to hit us up. You can join our No Gem Fight Club, okay, or you can add me. I'm happy to have some duels with people. That's all very cool. Hope to see you guys in the DLC, the new DLC that's coming out. But yeah, don't give up on the game, okay, because I'll be honest with you, it is definitely the players, and you can have the most intense matches, better than any other Souls experience I've ever had. Alright guys, have a nice one.